to anybody who thinks JB Smoove getting into the ad game is something that just happened in the last few years, can you set them straight and kind of also explain what the first Darren, the origin of that? Because this blew my mind when we first spoke.
This is something I've been doing for years, man. And like we talked about, I've done so many ads already. And you're talking about punch up writing with my partner Miles and being on set. And to me, it's kind of like when you bring someone into a campaign, you gotta let them do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make sure I look great, and I make sure I show up for what this could be. And I have a long journey of different campaigns, different spokesperson ads that I've been a part of. And it has to be unique to my voice. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you don't get the authentic JB Smoove. You're not getting what you want. Mm-hmm. It has to mirror what people have seen me do already. I'm not going to show up and be somebody different. I got to show up what is feeding me right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm a team player also. So for me, it is we get the best out of what you see in your campaign, and I get the best of making sure I satisfy the people who are watching this commercial and says, I love JB, mm-hmm. and I love what he attaches himself to. That being said, since I was doing all that behind the scenes, and since I was doing that in front of the camera, it was natural for me to actually start this agency. And I've been sitting on this name.
I was going to say, this is like a childhood dream come true, right?
I sat on this name for like at least 10 years. I sat on this name. I said, one day, and that's what I mean by planting these seeds.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna come when it's supposed to come. So I've been sitting on this name, First Darren, for a long time, and this came from the TV show Bewitched, mm-hmm. which had two Darrens on the show. One was named Dick York, and one was named Dick Sargent. And Dick York had back issues; he couldn't continue. And then they slipped us in there with a new Darren. But everybody loved the first Darren. Where's Darren at, man? Then you heard he had back problems and he couldn't continue. But man, that right there was one of my favorite shows. But I'll say that it piqued my interest, the show, of course. But I feel like I've always had an eye for this. I can fix anybody. I can look at you and fix you. Mm. I know, I can tell how you hold your posture. I think all these things lend itself to how you can present something to a consumer, a brand, and you gotta be a damn salesman. Yes, and I can sell myself, and if I can sell myself, I know I can sell anything, and I can make it look good. Because you know what? All the rules of comedy, it applies to brand work, mm-hmm. and being an ad man is listening intently to what people love about you, what they love about your product, listening intently, and you feed that, and that's what you focus on. You put it all into that. Whatever works is working, man. You don't change nothing. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go too hard, man, but you slow dance with your lady. And she says she loves you rubbing her lower back. She just loves that little crease, that little pocket between the lower back and the middle back. She loves that. All of a sudden, you start slow dancing with her, holding her shoulders. She's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And I think people say, what are you doing a lot? Mm-hmm. When they see a brand, or they see a commercial, like, what are you doing? Dude. People love this. Why are you changing it up on us? Mm-hmm. Don't change your consumer. Yeah. You can't get everybody anyway. And I always say that. Why people start changing stuff and they lose the original people and they start gaining new people. You're trying to be greedy, and you're trying to change your brand. You're trying to do this, but you're losing these people, trying to gain these people. Mm-hmm. You're never going to get everybody buying your product anyway. Yeah, you might as well have fun with it and do something aggressive and fun with it.
I love it.
Be daring, be brave in this new world, because you don't know what's coming.
Yes, sir.
All this could change, and why not be ahead of the game and be aggressive with it? And I feel like I bring something unique to this, just because they changed that damn Darren,
Mm-hmm.
it don't change what the show is.
Yep.
It's still a show about an ad agency. You change Darren's, man. But the problem, the issue is, and it's great, you never forgot the first Darren.
Yeah. There it is,
See?
man.
But you love what you love,
Yeah.
man.
There's something about that magic that's
You
in
love what
here.
you love,
Yeah,
man. And that's why I talk about how we can do something unique, put smiles, and applying the rules that I find to be unique, the rules of comedy applied to the ad agency world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a timing mechanism. You know, you gotta get a, you know, the premise has got to get people like their eyebrows go up,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hit them with a punchline, pow, and you're in and out.
Yeah.
Literally. But you're focused on selling this product, and I think there's a cool way of doing it that apply to the rules of fun.